Did you know that by age 7, almost 40% of the population has created an invisible friend during playtime? Well, just because a friendship is imaginary, it doesn't mean it isn't real. When great partnerships have always resulted in timeless entertainment, and the partnership of my two guests this morning is definitely unique. Author Eoin Colfer and illustrator Oliver Jeffers join me now. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, thank you.
Morning, Heather.
Now, I know tons of people have grown to love this partnership and collaboration. I'm wondering, how did you two first start working together?
Well, I thought Oliver was imaginary for a long time, but
No,
apparently he's real.
Yes, this is true. We're both not from around here. We're both from the island of Ireland, but we went all the way to New Zealand to meet for the first time. We were both speaking at the Auckland Writers' Festival, and we were in a place where they serve refreshments late at night. We were having a cup of tea, I think it was.
I think I had decaf.
Yeah, decaf tea, and we got talking. And we just liked each other's style, and a lot of good ideas were flowing. Few of which we remembered the next morning because of the tea. But about a week later, and we had said that we would work together, and about a week later, Eoin emailed me with this fantastic manuscript with this idea, and I knew immediately how I would picture this and how I would illustrate and imagine this world. And I made some drawings and sent them back to Eoin, to which he said, "Good enough."
It's pretty good. I was like 80% happy with them.
Well, I love it. Obviously,
so we spent the next...
a lot of connections here. You're both Irish. You both like tea. So now we have this new book, which is just so unique, you guys, Imaginary Friend. Will you tell us about the book?
I wanted to come at the imaginary friend story from a different angle. There's been many books and movies about imaginary friends, and it always occurred to me what happened to the imaginary friend when their human friend is finished with them. They just drift back up into the ether. And so I wanted to explore what would happen to this little guy Fred when the various humans he's helped out are done with him and they've found a human friend. And he has a hole in his heart as well, so he needs a friend. And so when he finds Sam, who's kind of his best friend ever, he wants to find a way to make that friendship permanent.
Well, I love the idea of this book, and I'm wondering how you got the idea to write it. Is it because you had imaginary friends as a child as well?
Not you, Oliver, no.
Well, no, I didn't. I had a lot of very real brothers, so I would retreat into the imaginary recesses of solitude in my mind, where nobody was holding me upside down by my ankles or forcing things into my ear, and it was lovely. It was a place of bliss and happiness, and yes, that was my happy place.
Well, I did have a friend when I was in school. I was quite small. I'm still quite small, I suppose. And I remember there was this guy who used to pick on me a little bit for reading, which seems strange, but I would read outside in the schoolyard. I would read Lord of the Rings or whatever, and he would come over and say, "Hey, what are you reading? What are you?" And he'd do this thing where he'd poke me over and over again. So I'm at this time, Star Wars had just come out. It was 1979, I think, and so Chewbacca became my imaginary friend. So in my imagination, while this guy was poking me, I distracted myself by imagining Chewbacca coming in and grabbing this guy and saying, "Leave my friend alone," in Wookieese. And so I would have written a book about Chewbacca, but apparently you can't do that. So I made up Fred instead.
Oh, and before I let you guys go, where can we get this new book?
You can get it wherever books are sold, any bookstore in the country, and online at the usual places. So it's very easy to get, actually. So.
Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for taking the time
bookshops
to talk with us this morning.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome, Heather.
Now stay where you are. The Morning Blend will be right back.